Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing not a full face of new stuff, just new stuff that's out that I'm really excited to test. We got the new Heather Austin and Adept palette. We're going to be talking about the one size blush. I picked out that. I'm going to be testing some new brushes, and we're going to talk about my nails. We're going to talk about that. And if that sounds interesting to you, please stick around. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay guys, so today we're going to be testing out the new Adept palette in collaboration with Heather Austin. Heather Austin is an influencer here on YouTube. I will link her channel down below. I love her. She is, I don't know, I just like, she just reminisces to me like old school YouTube, just like you're having fun with makeup and you're not taking it that seriously, but still enjoying what it's about. So I definitely wanted to support her, and I picked up her palette, which is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's open her up. I'm sure you've already all seen it. If you haven't, look at this beauty. Let me get that out of there. Look how gorgeous it is. Like, honestly, I'm dying to dig into these shades. Like, seriously, it's absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna just swatch a couple of them because it's already been pretty much like shown all over YouTube, so I'm gonna just do a couple. I'm gonna do like Magnolia. I think this is Magnolia. Yeah, Magnolia, Austin, and then Passport. So I'm gonna do those three. So this is Magnolia. That's a gorgeous green shade. Look at that. Then I said we're going to do Austin. Oh, look at that. Stop. You see that shift? Ugh. Stop it. It's freaking gorgeous. And then we're going to do Passport. And that one is Passport. Look how shifty and gorgeous that is. I only did three, mostly because, you know, this has been pretty swatched out. I've watched a bunch of reviews, so I am expecting to have no issues with this palette. I'm going to go ahead, clean up my hands, and then we'll get right into the look. So, hold on one. Alright guys, so now that we've talked about the Heather Austin Adept palette, we're going to jump into the brushes that I picked up. This is also another collaboration with Buff and Blend with Emma Fleming. I have talked about her, I think, in my channel a couple videos back. This is her brush collaboration with Buff and Blend. Honestly, like, I was super excited to get it, but it did release like during Christmas, so I couldn't pick it up right away. But thank goodness it wasn't sold out when I finally was able to pick it up. They come in this beautiful, like, beautiful, hold on, I gotta get the last brush out. It's just in there. I put them in there for this. In this beautiful little pouch, which also says Buff and Blend X Emma Fleming. I will also link her channel down below. These are her brushes. Look how gorgeous these are. Look at them. These are natural and synthetic fiber brushes. I checked the box before, and love the gold ferrule with the handles being green, which I love green. If you didn't know, one of my favorite colors is green. So we're gonna be testing these out. I also have my traditional, like, my favorite brushes over here to just in case I need something else, and you'll see me use them if I need them. So first, I'm really wanting to dip into that Magnolia shade that I swatched out right here. I'm gonna dip into that. Let me pull my hair back a little bit. If you guys can hear my nieces and my son in the background, it's because they're in the living room and they don't know what inside voices are. My son does, but anyways. So like I said, we're going to be jumping into this shade Magnolia right there. And I think I'm going to use the Buff and Blend 06, which is similar to my usual brush that my usual brush, which is the Morphe M433. So like if you can't get your hands on this collaboration, which I think if you're supporting Emma Fleming, I suggest it, but we'll see. It's similar to my Morphe M433. Fuck, I didn't bring a mirror. Okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Alright. How did I not bring a mirror? Alright, so I'm going to grab a mirror. This is so ridiculous. Like, I'm super unprepared right now. Hold on. Alright, so I'm going to tap out the creases. I used my Acid Rain in my P. Louise Acid Rain in Blank Canvas as my eye primer, my eye base. Alright, now let's get into this. So, I'm dipping into Magnolia. Look how much pigment is on there. And that's going to go right in the outer corner. There is just so much pigment on my brush, and it's really saturated. Like, it is so beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to lay this shade down, blend it out a little bit, and then I'll be right back and moving into the next color. Okay, so I packed the Magnolia shade into my outer crease and I blended it up and over. It's not blended too far up. I'm just kind of toying with the idea of going into Atlas, that shade right here, and putting that in my outer corner, but I still haven't decided that yet. But I'm definitely thinking of going in with this Chartreuse Mythology, this shade right here, and putting that like right here and over. And I'm wanting to use the Buff and Blend 01 brush, which is a fluffy blending brush. I think we're gonna go ahead and start doing that Mythology shade, and then I think we will hit Atlas in the outer corner, but I haven't decided yet. So let's go into Mythology. There is a little bit of kick up, but not anything too bad. I'll list the price of the palette in my description box because I can't remember how much it is off the top of my head. I think it's $56, and it is on a pre-order, I believe, still. So I'm going to go ahead and tap this once. I don't like to usually tap, but I picked up a little bit too much even for me. This is a beautiful chartreuse color. Don't ask me how to describe chartreuse. Like, it's just that color, and everybody calls that a chartreuse, so I'm just going to go with that. And I'm going to do 50% on the Magnolia shade and 50% off, and just blend that right through my inner corner back into my outer. Okay. I think this is going to just need a little bit more blending, blending a little bit. I'm going to go back into my Magnolia shade right there, and I'm going to intensify that with the Buff and Blend 06 brush that I was using originally. I'm going to try to bring that Magnolia shade just up and out a little bit more. It's just not giving me what I think in my head I'm looking for as far as what I had envisioned. But that sometimes happens. Just sometimes it doesn't translate what you think in your head it's gonna look like to come out. So it's not a big deal. I'm not mad at the palette or anything because obviously I'm only using the 2 matte shades so far. Alright, I'm gonna go back into Mythology right here. And then run that back through, back and forth. There we go. I'm gonna test that Atlas shade in my outer corner and see how I feel about that. I'm going to take the Buff and Blend 02 brush, and that is a smaller pencil brush. Like that. And again, we're going to go into Atlas. I'm going to see if this can give me a little bit more depth without getting muddy. And that's how much I picked up. Picked up a lot of it, but not too much, if that makes sense. Put that in my outer corner. Might be a little bit, dude, do you see that? Do you see how much pigment that's laying on? Okay, shut up. She was out here saying some shit when she created that shade right there. It did a little something there, like a little chin chin. It did a little something there. Not a whole lot, but a little something. Okay, let's move into the shimmers. I think since we're doing this greeny look, kind of like maybe wanting to use these two. Anyways, so I'm thinking I'm wanting to use either, well, use Smith on the entire lid and then use Austin as a topper. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not used to having nails, so I think I'm just going to do a brush first and see what happens. I'm going to use my Rephr 02 brush. It's a flat brush. I think I was trying to say natural hair flat brush, but that's what I was trying to say, but definitely wasn't happening. Alright, so I'm going to rub my brush into Smith. Didn't swatch this one, so let's see what that one looks like on the eye. It's a beautiful shade. It really is a beautiful duochrome. It really is beautiful. It has like a shifty gold to it. Alright, so I'm going to take my same flat definer brush. I don't think it's a definer brush, but we're just going to fucking call it that. We're going to get into Austin with the same Rephr 02 brush, and I'm just flipping it over. And then it didn't pick up too well on the brush. It picked up some, but not a whole lot. Alright, that's definitely a finger. Oh god. Stop it. Like, literally stop it right now. Let me see if I can get... You really just can't, you really can see how gorgeous this is. Like, I tried to zoom in and it just wasn't doing it. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand here in a second. So you can see what I see. At least on my eye, on my hand, I guess. That's the best way to describe it. So this is what I'm seeing on my eye, what you're seeing on my hand. Like, you can't, it's just not translating. It's just not. Oh, that's so disappointing because it's so beautiful. I wish you guys could see how beautiful it is. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna catch up this eye, fix the blending a little bit right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the One Size blush, and then we'll just talk about my nails, and then we'll just go over the stuff that I've tried. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so foundation is on, and I am sorry that my foundation looks a little light. I used one of my other foundations that I haven't used in a while, and I didn't realize how light it was. I tried to like mix it in with something else to like neutralize it a little bit, so like this and this would match a little better. But on camera it looks wild, but like when I was on my makeup counter, like my makeup table, like it didn't look that extreme, but it's fine. Anyways, it'll match at the end either way. So lashes are on, my foundation. I did put a little cream bronzer on. My lashes are hang on for dear life because I also didn't put that much eyelash glue on because it's like 8 o'clock at night, and I just got this makeup in the mail literally like an hour ago. So I was like, I need to film. So let me get this open. Sorry, my nose itches. The only thing about freaking having nails is you can never open your shit. Okay, so we are going to be testing out the new One Size Beauty Cheek Clapper Trio Blush. And I got Firestarter because fucking I love a orange blush. I'm sorry. Look how beautiful this component is. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I know I'm sure everybody's seen this component, like this whole... I'm sure everybody's seen this, like, been promoted a lot over Instagram, on YouTube, and all that jazz. I only got one shade because, like, this is the kind of blush that I usually wear anyways. I'm not really into, like, mauve blushes, and I'm not super into super pinky blushes, but I love an orange blush. It either has to be super nude or it has to be, like, a finer orange. And this would be, like, this is everything that I look for. So it does come with a little cover, which is awesome. It comes with a beautiful mirror. We're gonna go ahead and do the cream blush, and I always use a brush for that. We're going to dip into that. Sorry, my nose itches. And I always do one of these. I try to like get the pigment through my brush and not all of it on my face. So it's easier. Right. Oh shit. Okay, see, that's why I did that first, because it's so pigmented, but it's going to blend out, so don't freak out. I did watch Heather Austin's, alright, so we're gonna switch into a sponge real quick. Review on this. This works best underneath powder and not over powder. I know, like, I'm looking a little, hold on, a little clowny right now, but as soon as I powder this down, dude, I'm so, oh my god. I swear it'll be fine. I'll be right back. I'm going to powder this down. I promise it'll look normal. Meanwhile, I have this big old blotch of blush on my hand. So I'll be right back. I'll look normal. I promise. Hold on. Okay, so I'm back. I told you it would look normal. Safe to say that that is incredibly pigmented, so you only need a little bit. Like, look, like my hand is still like bright red. I fucking, oh, That's everything to me. I did bronze my face. I used the Morphe glamabronze in Icon to bronze my face. I do look a little washed out just because of the lighting, but I do have a lot of bronzer on. But let's go ahead and continue with, oh God, I love this packaging so much. Oh, I just dug my nail into there. That's annoying. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dip into the powder, the middle one, and that is the matte blush. And we're going to use a Morphe JH06, and we're going to lightly tap in there and tap off the excess. Oh. Okay, cool. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh yes, absolutely. All right, beautiful. All right, so now we're going to go into the shimmery blush. That's the bottom one, and that one is Pop Off. I just used GTFO, and the cream is called Petty, which love that for me. All right. And keep this in the back. Ugh. Stop. Fucking stop. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm gonna keep that in the back and then go up. I like to blush drape a little bit, or a lot of it. Yes, honey. Fucking yes. Yes. This is a fucking winner for me. I am sorry. Like, y'all gotta try it. Remember, these things are very, very pigmented. Like, I'm probably gonna, like, when they come back, I'll check his website and I'll probably pick up one more, because there was one more that I saw that I know I like, at least in tone wise. So I'm probably gonna pick up another one of these. Stay tuned. I don't know about the bronzers. I'm still debating that, but as of right now, the blushes are absolutely chef's kiss. All right, we're gonna go ahead and look how much pigment is left on this brush. That's so funny. We're gonna use, I forgot that I got this in the day before yesterday or a couple days ago. This isn't new, but it's new to me. And this is the Colourpop Lippie pencil in BFF3. I don't think this is gonna match this look, but that's fine. I've always wanted to try their Lippie pencils, because Emma Fleming, this girl, this beautiful, beautiful woman right here, she's the one with the collaboration with Buff and Blend. She lives and like lives by these Lippie pencils. Hold on, I do have lip gloss on still. Let me take that off. It's not tugging. This obviously is a little bit too dark for this look, but that's fine. Okay, let's just see what this does. Oh, that's really, really too dark for this look. That'll do. Alright guys, so this is the final and completed look. What do you think? Okay, enough. So let's go over the makeup products, and then I'll go over my nails real quick, okay? Alright, so I really, really love this packaging. Like, it is very like old school, like YouTube, just like Heather said. Fucking love this. It's gorgeous. I did only use the 4 right here. I'm gonna keep testing the rest of the palette. So far, I'm really liking the formula. I'm really liking the shadows. I will be having a like a roundup of the makeup that I've used in the last while, just so I can give you a full review on this, because this is obviously me just testing it out for the first time, my first impressions. So far so good. I will keep you updated on that. All right, on the brushes, I didn't use all of them, but I did use 3 of them. Yes, I used 3 of them. I like them so far. Again, it's just one of those things that you gotta keep testing out. Now, I will give you my pretty much absolute opinion on this particular brush. Now, this is similar to this, but this is more flat, and the Morphe M433, they do come more flat, but I think this is going to take a couple more times to get it more fluffed up, because I used this, the M433 on this eye to like see the difference, and this blended out my green shadow a lot better. So I think this will just fluff up. As soon as it fluffs up a little bit more, chef's kiss. I did like these the Buff and Blend 02 and 01 right away, but I think this one's just gonna need to fluff up a little bit more. But I definitely could tell the difference between these two as far as my blending technique goes, because I find it harder to blend this eye, which is what I used this one for, and this was easier to blend this one and instead of that one. Usually it's vice versa, so that was interesting to know. So far so good. I do like the quality of the brushes. Now, they are natural hair. I think these are the natural hair ones. The other ones, where are you? They're in here. They're definitely in here. The other ones are synthetic. Yes, this one, the brown ones, are synthetic. Pretty sure these are natural hair, so they are going to shed a little bit. They should stop, so it's not a big deal. So far so good on that. I pretty much told you guys my feelings on the blush. Just out of the park win. Just immediate fell in love. But that usually does happen with me in blushes. I love fucking blush. Like, blush is my shit. But so is eyeshadows. So I'm excited to continue using this, and definitely using this. I'm gonna go on his website and see if the other shade I was eyeing is in stock, and I'll probably pick that up. The Lippie pencil. Listen, I didn't think that, I don't know what the longevity of this is, but usually my lip pencils aren't they don't last that long, but this is definitely a must-have, period. You have to have these lip pencils, because I have the MAC lip pencils. I have all these other high-end pencils, and they're not nearly as creamy as this. So there's that. There's my 2 cents on that. Now let's talk about my nails, because I have to do it. I fucking love the click clack. Just love it. These are glue on press on nails by Kiss. I did glue them on. Honestly, I think they look fucking gorgeous. I did see a tutorial to how to get them to last a little bit longer, so I did that technique. I will be keeping track to see how long these last. The press-on ones, like the one with the sticker on the back, I've tried those before, and they just lasted a day. And hopefully this lasts a little bit longer, just because, like, I don't really want to spend $80 like every 2 weeks getting a basic ass set of nails, when I can spend like $10 every 2 weeks and get something that looks very, very similar. I obviously added the gems myself, but I'll keep you guys updated on this. Hopefully it does last the 2 weeks, because that would be awesome. Alright guys, I think that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.